Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो हमारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. If we are carrying any burden on our head, NRI suitcase, you must have seen when the NRIs come to India, they think nothing is available in India. They left about 50 years before. That picture is in front of their mind. So they bring everything, including tissue papers. We went to some village type of thing, and NRI fellows have come. So, do you have tissue paper? They say, no, we have got sandpaper. Use it. Such a huge burden, big, big suitcases. And that little boy carrying the suitcases on his head. And he's getting down the steps from the railway bridge. That time you stop him and tell him a joke. Will he laugh? Such a huge burden, he's just wanting to unload it. And you tell him joke. He'll be very miserable. Because you are happy, he will be more miserable. This is a physical burden. Second thing is the physiological burden. Sometimes you must have seen people suddenly get up and walk away. It is not suddenly. Their limit of intolerance has reached. Their BP has increased. BP is bladder pressure. Unless they empty it, they cannot. That is a physiological burden. The third, psychological burden. I was here, I was there, I had done this, I had done this. Now imagine, physical burden somebody can remove. Physiological burden, will you excuse me, will you go on my behalf? No. You have to do that. Similarly, this psychological burden is Mr. Somebody. And we all do that, unburden ourselves. When we go to sleep, what exactly happens? We unburden ourselves of this horrible thing called Mr. Somebody. See? And we are an amalgam of many buddies, complicated. So, what can be done? Only one way, unburden yourself, empty yourself. This is all a spiritual practice. See? Therefore, this morning I was asked by Kartikeji, why don't you write your biography? See? Biography of whom the body was born. I have nothing to do with it. The body is growing. I can't stop it. The body is becoming old. What can you do? You may go to the beauty parlor and do the makeup. You know what is the makeup? Something done to fix the breakup is called as makeup. See? You can't do anything unless this is understood. Real spiritual practice is freedom from body identification. This is what Bhagavan Shankaracharya says. Nishidhya nikhilopadhin neti neti iti vakyataha. I am not this, I am not this, I am not this, I am not this. We don't have to say, but we have to practice it. Na iti vakyata. So this body, how can I be? Neither I have created the body, nor the body listens to me. See, friends, and yet I am the body. And on the basis of this error of judgment, our whole life is lived as the body, for the body, on everybody. Nishidhya nikhilopadhin. And for this technique, we told you, don't bring your past in the present and spoil the present. These are only things of understanding, nothing you have to do. See? What one has to do to reject cigarette smoking? Nothing. Earlier, I have given importance, therefore, I started smoking. And then I became expert. Earlier, when I was smoking, the smoke was coming from all the holes, mouth, nose, eyes, ears, everywhere. I never knew. Then I became expert. And so much so, then simply sitting, then Purnamadaha, Purnamidam, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya, Purnavadaya. And then I say, I can't stop smoking. Are yaar, you started, you have to stop. There is no proxy on the spiritual path. We have to live our life. We have to die our death. We have to practice our spiritual practice only by understanding. See? Nobody can help us. Therefore, Nishidhya Nikalo Padi Neti Neti Di Vakyata. So, what is to be done? First step, do not talk about your past and don't tell your future plans. Two things. This I learned from one old Amma in Badrinath. There was no reason, but we talk. So, 4 o'clock we finished darshan of Narayana, and she was great devotee, knew Bhagavad Mahapuran by heart, so she chanted one chapter. We came down to her small hut cottage. And I said, Mama, give me a cup of tea. That time I was pretty young. So then I lied down because early morning taking bath and going. So after that, take the revenge sleep. So I said, Mama, I am not going to give any more talks. Enough is enough. She started laughing. I said, is it a joke or what? She said, there can't be a better joke than this thing. Why? Whose question you are answering? That was her question. Did Narayana ask you, excuse me, will you like to give talks? He didn't ask you. Whose question you are answering? That I don't want to give talks hereafter. See, did I ask you, will you please continue giving talk? No. Whose question you are answering? Therefore, my friends, take this simple technique. Before we talk to anybody on any topic, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? Guarantee you will get a reply. No need. But when you get the vomit, you can't hold it. And finally it comes. Exactly the same way. I should not say our neighbor's daughter-in-law is far better than our daughter-in-law. Are Maharani, when you know you should not say, why don't you keep your mouth shut? Then whole life you suffer. Therefore, Nishidyani Khilopadin, Neti Neti Ti Vakyataha. Only one thing we have to practice what it is like being other than body. This is the Maha Mantra. What it is like being other than the body. You end up in yogaha, chitta vritti, nirodha. See? Another technique, don't talk to yourself. See, my friends. Or whatever you like, you talk to yourself. But one condition, don't use words and think. Think about anything. But don't use words to think. When you thus practice this, then slowly we will be living in this world, but we will not be getting involved and influenced by anything in this world. This world is made up like this thing. See, if there are no terrorists, what is the good point about the terrorists? They have given employment to so many security people. Why don't you think positive? See, police, because of the unruly crowd, they are given employment. See, friends, diseases, given employment to the doctors. Therefore, this world is made up of these complementary opposites. You cannot change it. Then you have to change. Like if you have got a driving license and you go on complaining in our Coimbatore about the traffic, you will be perpetually miserable. See? Because you have the driving license, you should be careful. But why they are not like that? Because they don't have the walking license, whichever they like. Relax, man, relax. Become so serious unnecessarily. Therefore, Vidya Mahavakyaihi. Then you come to know. If I am not body, then who am I? Then, second step. Then I am the embodied. Then the question comes, if I am someone other than the body, embodied, then what I could be? I am not body, therefore I am neither man, woman, young, old, rich, poor, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, none of them. But I am still there, then who am I? It is here Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi takes over. In one university after my talk, one student got up and he said, Swamiji, a question. I said, fine. Who am I? He asked the question. So I told him, should I tell you the truth or bluff? He said, for a change, tell the truth. Then I told him, you are the fool of the highest order. Do you think Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi was a fool? I said, no, he didn't ask me this question. You have asked me. He didn't ask. I am not replying him, I am replying you. Then I told, my dear, as a body, you have no question. I am man, I am woman, I am young, I am old, I am beautiful, I am awful. Where is the problem? The real question comes, if you accept theoretically yourself to be someone other than the body, then the inquiry kindles, then who am I? What chittavritti nirodha suffering? All thoughts are in relation to the body. Now, when the mind is given this, what it is like being other than body, mind becomes paralyzed. Oh, other than body. Now, instead of getting chitta vritti nirodha, start inquiring with the cool mind. Other than the body means what? What are the attributes of the body? They cannot be my attributes because I am other than the body. So, what is the attribute of the body? Body has got a shape. So, if I am other than body, then I am with no shape. Now, start working on this. What it is like being without shape, without form. Is there anything which is without form? Yes. What it is? Space. Okay. So we start playing space, space. What must be the experience of the space? Space supports everything, rejects nothing, but doesn't get influenced by anything. Is it not we? We support waking, we support dream, we support deep sleep, but we don't get influenced by anything. Heavy clouds have come, poured. The earth became wet. Nothing happened to the space. There was inferno, fire everywhere. Everything was burnt. Nothing happened to the space. Is it not? All the achievements and failures of the waking, all the good and the bad experiences of the dream, and the experience of absence of everything in the deep sleep, we continue to be the same. You don't have to do anything. The whole spiritual practice is correct your focal length. Ishavasya first line of the first mantra. Om Ishavasyamidam Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyam Jagat. This is the vision given. Look at the world as the God Himself. Then what will happen? Two things. Tena Tyaktena Bhunjitha. We don't do bhoga to the God, but we do seva to the God. Service. See? Kasyachit Janam, everything belongs to Him. What do we have? Ours. But ahankara vimudhatma karta amiti manyate. Slowly, slowly, all the burden of our upadhis, when it is a drop while we are awake, therefore Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, tells, who is a wise man? Ya nisha sarvabhutanam tasyam jagrati sayyami. Yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato munehe. Pashyato munehe, the awakened master, is awakened to his divine nature. And this relative world which appears, he doesn't get too much involved in that. Just minimum required. And the ignorant person, he is getting so much involved in this world. And in that involvement, he has forgotten his own divine nature. That is all spiritual life. Therefore, Vidyat Aikyam Mahavakyahi Jivatma Paramatmanoho. So, how much time, effort it will take? Now, the answer to this question, what I am asking you, that is the answer. How much time, energy, and effort it takes for a husband to be a man? He doesn't have to do anything. Then he has to take the wife lightly, even if she is fat. Take her lightly. Don't take the wife seriously. See, friends, whole attitude will change. That is what is called as the Atmabodha. Avidyakam shariradi drishyam budavudksharam etad vilaksharam vidyat aham brahmeti nirmalam. Avidyakam shariradi. Avidya, Kama, Karma. This is three together is called as the Hridaya Granthi, the knot of the heart. First of all, incomplete knowledge. Now, these are such subtle things and extremely simple. See, we cannot function in this world without body identification. There is no way out. Now the question comes, do we take the body identification seriously? Or we are just playing the role of our life? Like an actor, this example I gave. Like an actor, in the earlier days, ladies never used to come on the stage. But now the ladies do not want to remain in the audience, they want to come to the stage. So the gents is to act the part of a girl or a woman. And that time also, when he is acting like a woman, that time also, he never forgets he is a man. In the same manner, we act as a husband, mother, father, sister, husband, inside, out, whatever you may be. But don't forget that you are essentially man. Then drop this man, you are essentially a living being. Then drop this thing and come back to yourself, which is beyond life and death. Therefore, avidyakam shariradi drishyam buddhabudvat ksharam. It is objective, it is not the real one. Ksharam constantly changing. Like what? Budbud, bubbles. See? How much time it takes for the bubble to burst? No time. You must have heard this thing. See, I was talking to him, we went in the morning for a walk, and then he went to his place, and I came to my place, and I was having a cup of tea, and I got a message from his son, Uncle, Papa, oh. In a fraction of moment, everything is over. See, friends, this point we have to remember. As a human being, we have reached the last step in evolution. Bhagavan Krishna says, Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhe yatatam api siddhanam kaschin mam vetti tattvata. Among thousands of them, the thousands of life, rare are the human beings. Among thousands of human beings, rare is the seeker of truth. Among thousands of the seekers of truth, they are going in the right direction. Among thousands of such, they have put effort to reach the destination. And among thousands, only one reaches. See? Therefore, Atmabodha, let the divine express through us. Mic has no purpose. It can be kept in the box, no problem. Purpose, the one who is holding the mic, he has the purpose. In the same manner, we have no purpose in our life. We are like the mic. Mic means Maya ka karya. It is a product of Maya, mic. In the same manner, we are produced by the Lord for His purpose, not for our purpose. He is wielding us. And if this mic start making his own noise, sometime it happens. The mic starts his electronic omkar. Sometimes the mic keeps on cleaning its own throat. What I will do? I'll remove it between you and me. Exactly. The Lord is wanting to interact with His creation. And we are the instrument through which He wants to interact. But we have our own noise. And therefore, He removes us. Contrary to that, if we are empty, no, 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 nothing. Perfect. Are we not searching and selecting a right person for our job? He is also searching for a right person for his job. And who is the right person? He who allows him to express through us. See? Our hands are busy in selfish activities. Our tongue is busy in self glorification, condemning others. How can he express? Therefore, we empty ourselves. When we empty ourselves, he takes possession. Therefore, the ultimate on the spiritual path is let him express through us. And the expression of the God can be anything on which we have no control. It could be joy, it could be misery, it could be gain, it could be loss. It is His will. Whichever way, whether we use the mic for a discourse or a disco. See, friends, therefore, avidyakam shariradi drishyam budabodvatksharam is like the bubble, constantly changing. Etad vilakshanam vidyat aham brahmeti nirvalam. So we are someone functioning through the body. And who is that someone? Paramatma. So unless we delete ourselves, he will not take over. And how do we delete ourselves? Remain 100% every moment, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. Don't go in the past and bring the dead past. We don't have to go in the future and announce to the world, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. No, nothing. Relax. Mind dissolves in absolute present in the absence of the past and the future. Past is the tense, future is the tense. When you give up these two, tenses gone, tensions gone. And therefore, present is also not a tense. The present is the presence. Hold on to this. Etad vilakshanam vidyat aham brahmeti nirmalam. देहान्यत्वान्न मे जन्म जरा कार्शलयादयः शब्दादि विषये संगा निरिंद्रियतया न च. Because now I am other than the body, dehat anyatvat na me janma. Therefore, neither am I born, nor I become old, nor I die. After studying, listening to Vedanta, if even a passing thought comes about our death in our mind, whatever we have studied, Ganga ji mein beh gaya, nothing remains. Even a thought will not come. What will happen after I die? When many people ask this question, Swamiji, after death, what happens? I said, look here, I have no experience. What can I say after what happens? No, but what happens after death? I said, you are asking about yourself? Okay, I am asking myself. What happens after death? When you are alive, has anything happened? When you are alive, nothing has happened. After death, people will be happy. Thank God. One useless has gone. Discover this truth. Remain in the utter present. And when you are in present, you are spontaneous. Suppose we are asked, 397 days before, where were you? Where were 300? Gone. What will you do after so many days? Again going in the future. This month, that. You cannot be at peace when you go in the past and the future. If you simply remain here in the present, wherever you are in satsang, whenever you are during satsang, what you are, satsangi. But instead of remaining satsangi, now so many people are coming to my house for dinner. Whether how many people are called? Did I call everybody? Did I forget somebody? Brahman is frustrated. We are not wanting to live in the present. We are afraid of our own presence. In the old days, people suffer maximum only because of these two things. One is the burden of guilt. In old age, we have got all the time at our disposal. Every day we have to live 24 hours. This comes in our Taittiriya Upanishad. Kimahagam sadhuna karavam, kimaham papam akaravamiti. When I was young, why did I do the wrong things? When I was young, why did not I do the right things? But now it is old. Oh, Swamiji, what should I do? I had decided to start doing meditation and studying now. When I don't remember whether I have taken lunch or not, and I want to remember Bhagavad Gita. When I cannot sit properly without the supports, I want to sit for meditation. Our understanding is when we are unfit for everything, we are fit for spirituality. This I tell you from my experience. In Allahabad, it happened. I went to somebody's house for food, and we were sitting on a dining table. There was one chair free, and their son was standing. Huge structure, 6 plus 4 plus Vivekananda post standing. So I told him, Mahatmaji, come on, join. You eat, you eat. I said, okay, I have come for that only. When he behaved like this, his mother felt very bad. Swamiji, see, we are fed up of him. He is so terrible. He can lift his father and throw the Ganges. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't work. He doesn't study. And he's a big problem for us. Useless. Thereafter, she said, Swamiji, you take him to your ashram. That day, I realized what is our position in the society. Then I told her, I said, Amma, my mother also said me like this only. Friends, spiritual life is not for those who are dropouts of life, succeed and reject. See? Otherwise, you have nothing to eat and you are starvation, and then you say, I am observing Ekadashi Vratam. You have nothing to eat. Therefore, you are observing. Therefore, Dehanyatva Name Janma. Being other than me, other than the body, etc., I have no birth, no old, no death, no nothing. Let the things happen. Again and again, observe this. You people take the painkillers. Be attentive. Pain does not happen to the body. Pain happens to the mind. You don't have to trust me. Just see your own experience. See? And therefore, all the worries are only in the mind. Why? Because the mind is holding on to the body. So what do? We drop the body and go to sleep, even in satsang. And therefore, no problem, no worries. Similarly, Shabdadi Vishayi Sangaha Nirindritaya Nacha. And therefore, all the sense organs, I have nothing to do with them. I am independent of them. Arjuna's question in 3rd chapter. अथ केन प्रयुक्तोयम पापम चरति पुरुषः अनिच्छन्नपि वार्ष्णेय बलादिव नियोजितः. हे वार्ष्णेय, हे वृष्णिकुलोत्पन्न, हे Sri Krishna Bhagavan, kindly tell under whose compelling command, although unwilling, a person goes the wrong way. Athakena prayukta, papam charati purya, anichannapi, unwilling. Baladiva, as if somebody is compelling you to do the wrong things. Who is that? What is that? This is the question. Bhagavan says, Kamesha Krodha Eshaha, Rajoguna Samudbhavaha, Maha Ashanaha, Maha Papma, Viddhene Miha Vairinam. It is desire, alias anger. And what is the desire? Maha Ashanaha. Desires can never be fulfilled. You fulfill one desire, second is standing in the queue. Oh, what about me? What about me? No end to it. See, if it is heavily raining and you are sitting, so you start broadcasting. In such a heavy rain, what a nice it will be if we get a nice garam garam cup of tea. You have done a broadcast. And the poor lady at the home, she listens. You have nothing to do all the time, useless, useless. You get a cup of tea. Not with love and all that. Huh? Then you start and start laughing. Only tea. No pakoda, no bhaji. Then that poor lady gets the bhaji. Second desire. Eh, Mirchi nahi hai. There is no mirchi. There are no, like different thing. Potato or gobi. You don't have anything. Chilies. Do you have the big, big chilies? Not the small chilies. One after another. And when that is done, tea is over. Can I get another cup? Give one. Remember, desires can never be fulfilled. You have to put down your foot. Thus far, not further. We have to take the decision. And therefore, Bhagavan says, if you want to really control how the desire operates, there are three hideouts from where the desire operates. Indriyani mano buddhi asyadhisthana muchyate. First, the desire takes possession of our sense organs. Unless there is chili, green, I will not take food. See? I have seen this thing in one of the five-star hotels somewhere. Big function. And as usual, I took my meals and stood one corner and eating. One gentleman came. Swami, you are vegetarian? I said, yes. How do you like? I said, good. Food is good. What is there to like or dislike? I cannot take food without green chilies. I said, they don't take. No, 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 I'm not like that. He, three-piece suit, he showed it and put his hand in the inner pocket and took out a handful of green chilies. You can imagine, nicely well dressed, necktie and everything, so much enslaved because of the tongue. Friends, only one organ we control, we have done a great favor to ourselves. What is that one organ? Tongue. Tongue is two in one. When it is used for talking, it is called as jivha, Sanskrit. When it is used for tasting, it is called as rasana. In English, there are no two words. So if we control rasana, not too much of choice for food. Whatever comes, enjoy. See, I go to Anandamayi Ashram in Gujarat. We have got every year a retreat there. So when all the people sit for food, they will be doing Anandamayi Mata ki jai, Narmadeshwar Mahadev ki jai, all kinds of things. And at the end, that person says, आज का भोजन, today's food, everybody has to say loudly, बहुत अच्छा है, it is extremely wonderful, without eating. And then you start eating. So once you say, आज का food, खाना बहुत अच्छा है, you can't complain. Just now you said eat. Give yourself minimum choice, my friends, in eating. You will really, really celebrate life. Indriyani. And the second thing, the same organ is talking. Constantly. Talk, 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 talk. Either we talk to others or we talk to ourselves. See, there are many people. The other day I went to this Nana Nani place. When 2-3 old people come, there is a competition to talk. See, my two sons, one is in Australia, other is in Canada. Nothing. My three children, they are in, one is in Dubai, other in only competition. We don't want to listen, we want to talk. See, try these two things. Indriyani, Manobuddhi. Now, when the sense organs are conquered by the desire, then the virus of desire migrates to the mind. And then we become sentimental. You ask such a old, sentimental, frustrated old man, ask him, Babuji, how is your health? Still alive. Then die. Can't we be happy with what we have? See? Have you taken food? If somebody throws, I lift it and eat it. You are taken care of. And you disrespect them because we want constant attention. Remember this principle. Whenever we are miserable, it is the strongest hood of the ego. See? Therefore, Shabdadi Vishayi Sangaha Nirindriya Nacha. Therefore, whether the worldly objects are there or not, they don't touch us. Because sense organs are not my love. Then amanastvaname dukkha raga dvesha vayadaya. Mind not being mine, I don't have mind, I am without mind. And therefore, dukkha raga, joy, sorrows, honor, fear, and none of them have for me. Everything is happening only in the mind. There was a group of youngsters. They went for trekking, and one of them, lazy guy, he was left behind, and all have gone. It became evening, could not see anything. Now what to do? What to do? So he took out his backpack, opened the tent, fixed it, got inside, and he was so tired that in no time he slept. Krrr, because of the human smell, the tiger came. Om Brahmarpanam Brahmavi Brahmagna Brahma. Tiger did his prayer. But then this Kumbhakarna, he was so tired, he was snoring. Krrr, krrr. Tiger got frightened. Who is that? And he ran away. See? That boy, he has enfolded his mind. Therefore, for him, there was no tiger. See, friends. So, where is this world? This world is only in our mind. See? So, aprano yamana shubhraha ityadi shruti shasanat. Therefore, our Upanishads say very distinctly, we are without the body, the prana, the mind, the intellect, none of them. They are in me, but I am not in them. See? All colors and forms are in the vision. Vision is not in them. Vision supports them, doesn't get influenced by them. But they cannot exist without the vision. In this manner, go backward. Sense organs are in the mind. Mind is not in the sense organs. If the sense organ is closed, there is no loss to the mind. In this manner, when we go back to your own source, then you come to know they are in me, but I am not in them. Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyaktamurtina